SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Reviewing UFC 168 here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are talking right now with Nick Kalikas from MMAoddsbreaker.com and also from MMAoddsbreaker.com, MMA analyst Brad Taschuk. All right, guys, now let's get into Travis Browne, Josh Barnett, heavyweights. Now, I didn't have a lot of time to research this one, so I don't have an opinion as of right now. Barnett's a solid favorite, minus 200 at 5 dimes at the moment. The total is over 1.5 rounds, minus 135. Brad Taschuk, what can you tell us about these odds?
I think the odds are pretty fair. Mm-hmm. You look at this, and Josh Barnett has a great track record. He's had one of the longest runs at the top of any division of anybody in the sport. He's been around, former UFC champion, sort of. I guess they let him keep the belt after the positive steroid test, but he won that belt from Randy Couture in 2002. So he's been at the top of the sport for quite a while, very well-rounded, and I think he's just going to have more ways to put offense on Travis Browne than Browne's going to have to do to him. So in the end, I think that Josh Barnett, he's going to be able to maybe push Browne up against the cage, get some offense going there. Might not be able to get the takedown, but I think it's going to be enough. He's going to control where this fight takes place, even if it doesn't go to the ground.
All right, so it sounds like you're hinting that maybe minus 200 is looming a little bit low for your taste?
I don't know about that, because he is a 36-year-old fighter. We haven't seen that decline come from him yet, but when fighters start to get to that age, it's something that you come to expect, and that they might be a little bit on the tail end of their career, and just waiting for that shoe to drop, sort of. So I'm not sure that I'm that confident in him right now, but I actually expect that there's going to be a little bit of support for Travis Browne coming in. So maybe if the line drops on Josh Barnett, then I'd be looking at a play.
Nick Kalikas, where'd you open this line? Do you expect that as well? You expect late money to come in on Browne?
Yeah, I do, really. I think I opened at minus 190 for Barnett, so still staying around 2-1 or so. And a little bit more action coming in on Barnett early. But yeah, I do think it's going to be one of those spots where Browne is kind of the young heavyweight prospect that's young gun that's coming up in the ranks, and he's only a fight or two away from a title shot, so this could possibly boost him into that. So he's definitely a fighter that's improved. He's just not that good. I mean, from top to bottom of the UFC, I say it all the time, the heavyweight division is still fairly weak. I mean, the top two are obviously Kane and JDS. Beyond that, it's kind of wide open. So I think Travis Browne's in a good spot here, but he's going against a very savvy vet. I mean, Josh Barnett has been good, and he's been at the top of the heavyweight division for so many years. I mean, and the crazy thing is about it, what Brad just said about the age, I mean, I think Barnett's actually almost reaching his peak right now. I mean, I think he's training better, his cardio's better, his all-around fight game's getting a little bit better. Now, he hasn't improved leaps and bounds because he's always had that solid foundation, but again, I do think that he's still a better version than he's ever been. Now, the age factor and all that comes into play, and can we see a significant drop overnight? Possibly. But I do think that he will have some advantages in this fight. I don't believe that Browne, I guess there's still a little bit too many question marks for my liking with Browne. I mean, offensively, he's very talented. He's got nasty elbows. He's hard to take down. And those kicks, I mean, his kicking game overall is very lethal and effective. But Barnett, I think, will find a way to neutralize it. He's going to probably try to take Travis Browne to the ground and use his submission game, use his ground and pound and control to try to grind him out that way. I'm not sure if he's going to have success because Travis Browne is a pretty difficult guy to get on the floor. But if it can be done, I think Barnett has a chance to do that as well. So at the current price, tough to say because I do think that more weapons in this fight, as far as offensively striking, would go to Travis Browne. But Barnett can hang in there as well, as far as on the feet and on the ground. So this is a fight for Barnett to win or lose here, in my opinion. You got to go with him.
Okay, Brad Taschuk, before we wrap it up, if you had to make a bet on this one, what would it be?
Right now, it would be Josh Barnett. I do think that he has more advantages. Browne's biggest strength is his striking, and I think that this fight's almost a wash there. So